So this is part two of my series on is sports entertainment or is it competitive sports? And this is part two. As many of you know, the Yankees won the last game against the Angels 10-1, and it's clear now that Alexander Rodriguez is the MVP. I think he's hit 5 home runs in the postseason so far. He may be hitting over 400. But the point is that he is the best paid player in all of professional baseball. He makes $33 million a year. $33 million a year puts him at about $11 million more than the second best paid player in baseball, which is, of course, Derek Jeter. Actually, no, it's Manny Ramirez, then Derek Jeter. 3 out of the top 4 best paid players in baseball play for the New York Yankees. So I think it makes the case pretty strongly that having the best paid players often means you have the best team. Doesn't necessarily mean that you'll win the playoffs, but it looks like the Yankees will win this playoff against the Angels and then play the Phillies, which has some very good, very well paid players as well. So very controversial game. There were 3 incidents in the game on Tuesday. People are talking about, even an ESPN radio announcer talked about the fact that the game may have been fixed. He did it in a very careful way, a very guarded way. He certainly doesn't want to be sued. But each of these situations were so badly called by the umpire, you could almost think that there was some factor that we don't know about. The first was very simple. A Yankee player, Swisher, was on second base. He was easily picked off. He was picked off by far. They did 4 or 5 replays. He was picked off, and yet he was called safe. Second play involved Swisher again. He was on third base. He tagged up, and as he crossed home plate, the umpire decided that he had left third base too early and therefore was out. You have to stay on that base until the man catches the ball before you can try to score the run. So he was clearly on the base at the point that the center fielder caught the ball. Nonetheless, he was called out. Last play was Kano and Posada at third base. Posada was called out. Kano was called safe. They both were clearly out. Now, this point is not to say that baseball is fixed. It's not fixed. I don't think there's enough money in the world to fix a World Series game. When you consider how much money the players are paid, when you consider how much money the teams are paid, when you consider how much money there is in the sport, how much would you have to come up with to get somebody to fix a game? I don't think somebody making, 10, 20, $30 million a year is going to want anything less than many, many millions of dollars to fix a game. But the point is, and it'll be the final point, baseball needs to put the replay into the umpire's inventory. It is absolutely absurd that baseball can't spare 1 or 2 minutes to look at the play again and make the correct decision on who is out and who is safe. These 3 plays are perfect examples of that. 70% of the viewers who watched this game on Tuesday night who did not believe there should be replay in professional baseball changed their minds about it, having seen this game. So the case is very strong, and perhaps baseball will do it on the off season.